So it just proves that it's false. Like, whoever he had who's impersonating this officer who I talked to is a liar. It's not really the officer.
Do you remember your reporting officer ID?
10347.
If we hit $900 of support, like I had said, we could have had McDonald's Minecraft meals today, and I wouldn't be hungry. But, you know, we didn't hit $900 of support.
This is Phil. Phil is begging for $900 in order to shave his beard, and would eventually go on to beg for $1,800 to take his shirt off. Ergo, the horrified look on my face. Yes, for April Fools, Phil went so off-the-rails psychotic that even I couldn't deal with him. I actually ended my stream because listening to him rant and rave about how his viewers need to accept the offer he made and donate was putting me in a mental headspace that I didn't want to be in. So why bring this up? Because apparently he wasn't done being the definition of a pick-me beta bitch, and Snort Hogan managed to clip him telling off Triple P. I mean, Ashton. Now, I haven't pre-watched this, with the exception of about a 5-second clip on the Twitter, so without further ado, let us suffer.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort,
Hogan.
drip, snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Thank you. So now we're at 71, guys. Let's get halfway. We're at 71. Let's get to 75. Then, like I said, it'll be downhill and we can hit this goal. Again, we have hit the goal every single time that I have played Toy Coding. So let's hit it again today. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, we got a little over an hour left on the stream. I hope you're enjoying. Guys, we're just about halfway to the goal. Can we get halfway right now? I mean, $4. Someone just do a $4 contribution. Let's get halfway. Then we can say, all right, for the last hour, we can go downhill and hit the goal. All right, but let's get to halfway right now. Let's get a $4 tip or a super chat or something quick. But you know, Jose, if you're not going to tip, please stop using the tip command. You've used it a ton of times and literally have never tipped. I have received a $2 tip. I said 4. I got a $2 tip. Are you okay? You have a constant frown on your face when you laugh. You sound like you're in pain. Not everyone is exactly the same. I don't know if you're aware of this. Not everyone looks the same. Not everyone acts the same. Not everyone sounds the same. I don't have a constant frown on my face. That's just my face. And when I laugh, I'm not in pain. But thanks for the $2 tip, but I asked for 4, so that's unacceptable. You should have tipped 4. There you go. Okay. Again, we're 73. Come on, let's get to the halfway point right now. Shall we?
For a man who says that people like me and that his supporters are there because they wah to support him, you wouldn't know it based on the level of begging that is on display here. It doesn't take much to be a decent person, even less to be nice, but DSP can't be bothered to be either. You can tell he doesn't care about his supporters or viewers in his explanation of how he's going to hit the goal. It has nothing to do with him being entertaining, and has nothing to do with his stream having value. Rather, in Phil's eyes, it's a psychological reinforcement he calls momentum. I don't know of anyone that relies on momentum as their natural business model. Does momentum exist? Oh, absolutely. Look at the Stanley mug water bottles that are everywhere. Stanley has been making their drinkware since like 1913 and the now famous thermos since 2016. But it wasn't until a year or two after that that someone on Instagram pushed the product, key difference there, Phil, that it gained momentum. And now you can't find a basic bitch without one. To be fair, I'd own one, but I'm still on that Hydro Flask basic bitch level. Point being, momentum or vibes or energy needs to surround something, be that an entertaining personality, a product, or a service. DSP offers the personality of a hunk of dried shit, no product, and the service of financial domination, which, while that does have a market, it's a niche market. So this opening begment is already just hot steaming loads of disgusting, and to finish off by telling someone to stop using the tip command highlights the cultish aspect of his streams. You show me someone who exhibits cult-like behavior, begs for money to increase momentum, and genuine reprehensible actions, and I'll show you Philip Burnell.
I know if we hit $900, at the Fortress. Oh, thank you, Ryu. If we hit $900 of support, like I had said, we could have had McDonald's Minecraft meals today, and I wouldn't be hungry. But, you know, we didn't hit $900 of support. Was it so much to ask for $900 of support on one Sweet Code End stream? Come on. do I feel like eating? I don't know. I'm going to be eating whatever my wife makes for dinner. I think no matter what, it's turkey. I just don't know what. I think we're either having tacos or sloppy joes or something today. I don't know what.
I don't care if you've been streaming for 17 years or 17 seconds. This is advice I think that applies to anyone. Joking about getting large amounts of money donated is 99% of the time not funny and cringy. And yes, in my early streams, I made those jokes. At the time, I thought it was a way to offer levity to receiving super chats and memberships, because at that time, I didn't understand how to accept the compliment that memberships or super chats are. So I was trying to take awkward energy and make it funny. I watched back those streams and cringed every single time I did it. So Phil, please stop that running gag. It's not too late. I'll go so far as to say that the overt begging is more tolerable. Also, Phil, you can quit fucked with that little snide comment of, and then I wouldn't be hungry. Fuck you. Fuck you, and you're pushing the onus of responsibility onto your viewers to make sure you're not hungry. And a double fuck you for the casual way you talk about your wife making dinner, as if it's a foregone conclusion. Why don't you go downstairs and have a snack pizza, whatever the fuck that is, or make a sandwich? If you think you're too good for that, I truly hope you get to experience actual hunger one day.
So guys, we've got about an hour left on the stream. We're $2 away from halfway to the goal. Who's going to push this over halfway? Someone right now. It could be a tiny contribution of $2. Let's get to halfway to the goal, shall we?
And this tells us he doesn't respect your time or money. As I've stated in the past, money is stored work or time. $2 isn't a tiny contribution. 1 cent shouldn't be looked at as a tiny contribution. It's money someone was willing to part with and give to you. But Phil, express gratitude? Nah, he's entitled to this money, you see. At least, that's what he thinks.
Review Tech USA Archive seriously did a $1 super chat. $1? One? So now we're at 74. Who's going to get us over the halfway point of this goal right now? Come on, let's get over to this, that way we can say it's downhill. Let's do it. So Battle Duck with a €1 super chat. So we have now hit $75 of support. Guys, we're halfway to the goal. But here's the deal. We have an hour left to hit actually, we have 50 minutes left to hit this goal. Again, we have had every single Suikoden stream has hit the goal. We've got great momentum. People have asked, will you play Suikoden 2 this summer? Yes, I might. If we can keep people showing up and engaging and supporting with this playthrough, I will. But let's go. Let's not slow down now. We have momentum. We want to get to 85 goals hit so that we can have our DSP Tries It reward by the end of the week. Well, I got a $1.50 tip from Beaver Bother. He says, can you start a fire alarm that chirps and distracts you from gameplay? There is no fire alarm. You're hearing something. Perhaps it's your fire alarm. Maybe you should run out of your apartment right now, screaming at the top of your lungs, and see what happens. See if people tell you that there's a fire or not, because there's no noise here. But thank you for the tip. Okay. So now we actually are into the second half and downhill stretch of the stream, and the tips are the support. We're at 76. Guys, let's go. Let's get some support now. Let's get a big tip to beat the $10 top tipper. Let's get a big super chat to beat the $10 top super chatter. Let's get more than 1 sub here today on the stream. We have hit the goal every single time we played this game so far. That momentum is amazing. It's allowed me to enjoy a classic RPG from my youth. I want to keep doing so. Let's hit the goal. Come on.
I wanted to take this moment to remind everyone that, according to Phil, we're jealous of him. We wish we had his life. He's having fun, as shown on his face here, and by the nonstop begging. Oh, and that snide, insulting, or catty comments that he makes towards any donation, comment, or engagement that he thinks might be a sneak disc. He's successful, and he wouldn't have his life any other way. I figured that reminding you of this might make you take stock of your life and allow you to realize, I'm not so bad when I think about it. Thanks, Phil. You have collectively raised the detractor community's self-esteem by being a certified piece of shit.
Come on. So I guess there's a new dumbass detractor meme saying that there's a beeping sound on my stream when there's not. So everyone who says it is just going to get a nice ban and I don't give a shit. Okay. So everyone, we are now officially down to 1/2 hour left on the stream. We are more than halfway to the goal and continuing on with our streak of always hitting the goal playing Suikoden. Let's do it. Let's hit the goal and continue on and get those rewards later in the week, all right? We need more support. We've had $1 here and $1 there and $1 here and $1 there. That's nice. But now we're in the home stretch, the final half hour. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. I received a $2 tip from Shy Guy 35. I hope that this will help. Well, thank you, Shy Guy. Listen, every little bit helps. That's the truth. Now, if we can get some other people to go follow suit, we'll hit the goal. Because now we're at 78. Come on, guys. Again, we got half an hour left. Half an hour left to hit that goal. We're at 78. And then I have received an incredibly generous 25-cent tip. So obviously someone's trying to mess with me, so I'm not going to read it. All right, guys, literal home stretch of the stream. We have hit the goal every single time we played this game up to now. We're like 20 hours in, and we're nearing the end of the game. We're near it. We're close, all right? We've hit the goal every time. We have 10 to 15 minutes left on the stream. Can we hit the goal? Stop begging. It's not begging. It's motivating, bitch.
It's begging. To motivate someone to do something is to provide a motive. If you think Minecraft McDonald's is enough of a motive for someone to give vast amounts of money, whoever does, well, that well is going to dry up sooner than later. By contrast, beg is defined as to ask for earnestly or to ask for as a charity. And there we have our correct definition. Because again, paying DSP $1,500 in total to watch him eat a Big Mac and explain that it's tangy and robust isn't a motive to donate in any universe. I don't care how many times he says, well, if they didn't want it, they wouldn't donate. Hell, we can use Phil's own experiment against him here. A few weeks back, Phil didn't beg on his streams and he didn't hit either goal. His takeaway? See, that's why I need to beg you guys. Ask and you shall receive. And only Phil, with his Catholic upbringing, could take a biblical message designed to reinforce kindness and bastardize it. Oh, and the best part of that whole ask and you shall receive verse, the verse prior is Matthew 7:6, and it says, quote, do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. End quote. The irony is top tier. But anyway, Phil's experiment. Phil, if you have to beg to hit goals, it means the goal doesn't stand on its own merit. People don't want to give you money to hit the goal, and they give you money because you beg. So, to summarize, it's not motivation, it's begging.
We want to hit the goals. We want to keep the momentum. We want to keep it rolling. We don't want to slow down. We don't want to sputter. We don't want to stumble and fall on our own shoelaces. We want Suikoden to continue. We want the sequel this summer. I want to play the sequel this summer. I've really enjoyed this playthrough so far. If you don't understand motivation and positive reinforcement, you must be stupid. It's not nice to call people stupid. Well, you know, the world's not really a nice place. It's time some people wake up and realize that, huh?
Yep, I'm toxic.
Here we are. I can get there. Do I accept crypto? Well, no, I already have a pet cat. I don't need a super dog. And besides, Superman already owns him. That would be kind of rude. Come on. Who's going to do it? We need. What do we need to hit the goal right now? We need. Let's see here. We need 67 bucks. Who's going to drop a $67 tip? Who's going to do a bunch of subs or a big super chat? Beaver Bother did a $1.50 tip. I want a support of another viewer chips in to make it happen. Yeah, but Beaver Bother, the most you ever tip is like $2, so just to forewarn everyone, if you think that this guy's gonna like match what you do, he's not going to. But thank you, Beaver Bother, for that. So now, 66 to go, with only 10 minutes left. 64 to go. Let's keep it. Let's keep hacking at it. Let's keep chipping this away. 64 to go. Is the home stretch of the stream. If you've enjoyed Suikoden up to now, you've had a good time. If you want more, if you want Suikoden 2 this summer, if you want to keep the streak alive, we've been doing every single time I play this game, we've hit the goal. Let's hit the goal. Every little bit counts right now. Let's get a $2, a $3, a $5, a $10, a $20, a $30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Let's do it. Let's get an $80 tip right now. That would exceed the goal. That's fine. Let's do it.
I don't even really know what to say anymore. Phil used to be the guy who attacked other content creators for begging, saying he would never do that, yet he became what he hated. I wish I could get Phil to sit down and watch his streams back in full, because I don't think he does. How could he? He'd be exposed to his own non-stop begging, and there's no way anyone could watch this back and think, yeah, this is normal, this is healthy, my circumstances are stable.
Last chance, literal last chance, everybody. No, nothing's coming in, guys. I don't think we're gonna hit the goal, which really sucks. I really enjoyed having it this entire time that we played this game. It's been a cool thing to say, hey, every time we're playing a classic RPG from my past, that people actually support it in droves, but I was always wondering how long it was gonna last. And I did not think it would last the entire playthrough. It sucks. I wish it did. But I guess that's reality. Nicholas says, I will play the remaining amount if you stop begging and play the rest of the game. Or just keep playing the game. Well, I'm leaving in like 2 minutes. So it doesn't really work that way, does it? You do realize the reason that I am doing it is because I didn't hit the amount yet. So obviously, if I hit the amount, then I would stop. Right? What a thing to say. What a silly thing to actually say. All right, how about this? I will recruit the final blacksmith, and that's the end of the stream. Okay, let's do it. Let's recruit the final blacksmith right now. So everyone who wants to make it happen right now. This is the last chance.
Guantanamo Bay energy here. If you want the torture to stop, comply, and the torture will stop. Who actually thinks like this? Who takes feedback of stop begging and thinks, well, I would, but my begging isn't working, so I have to beg harder? How did you get here, Phil? What psychological trauma did you suffer? Did your mother have a Jocasta complex that perverted your perception of where you fit in life? Is it the tism, or is it just a generalized douchebag disorder? When multiple people say, stop begging, perhaps you should stop begging instead of being an indignant asshole. I know. It's a radical concept, but perhaps you should try it, Phil.
Here we go. The final countdown. The big finale of Sweet Codet. And we do... What the hell? I swear to God, I didn't mean to do that. A troll just did like a 10-cent tip, just so everybody knows that wasn't anything. This stupid thing made me go back. I was not trying to extend the length of the stream.
I don't believe you.
He idiotically went right back on top. How dumb. Alright, the final flight. Let's go, let's hit the goal for Suikoden. Hello, Voltage. $2 super chat. Final donut till Phil drinks sacred Egyptian water. What the hell is that? How on earth would I drink sacred Egyptian water? I don't know how I would make that happen. You have to explain to me what you mean by that and how I can make that happen. But with that, we are now at 62 left to go to hit that goal. 62 left. Let's hit the goal. Maybe discount the bat. All right. I will do a discount. How about this? All right. If someone right now on Kick gets us to the goal, which would be 10, 12, 13 subs, you can have all the badges.
I'd buy that for $1.
You can have the OG and you can have the VIP badges for 13 subs. So this is the only time I'm ever going to offer that. Right now, for 13 subs, you can have it so we hit the goal. An incredibly reduced rate. Who will take the offer? All right. Well, no one's going to take it, which is fine. Still a great stream. Sucks that the streak ended, but it's all good. It's all good, guys. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream regardless. I mean, who cares? We had a great stream, right? We really did. It was a great one. Because without that, I wouldn't have known. Oh, what the hell? Lance Catamaran just dropped 13 subs over on Kick. Can you believe it? Lance Catamaran. Wadoom. Thank you, Lance Catamaran. No, I was not expecting that. I don't think Lance has ever gifted a sub before. So let's get that up on the leaderboard.
11 minutes of overtime, non-stop crackhead levels of begging, a whale had to make it happen, and he sang a song about donations over the game music. But we're all jealous, you guys. When we grow up, we'll all realize that this is mature and meaningful content, correct? The world is a better place now that Phil has hit the goal. How? Fuck you, that's how. No, but seriously, this is the guy who says that his streams are meaningful and positive, and it was at this moment I asked myself, what the fuck does that even mean? Phil is quick to say that content that makes fun of him isn't meaningful or positive, but I disagree, Phil. If anyone happens to find a Detractor video and comes to the realization, man, I don't want to act like Phil, I think the Detractor content is 1,000 times more impactful or meaningful than yours. But go ahead. Take your victory lap. We all know you're going to.
What were you saying, PPP, you bitch, in my chat? He was in my chat just a few minutes ago, saying, oh, beg, piggy, beg. Yeah, guess what? I still hit the goal, bitch. Isn't that surprising? That people actually like me and want to see me play games? Instead of be a fucking fake drama queen bitch like you wanted me to be? Oh, what are you doing in my stream? Don't you have a fucking life? Sitting in my chat watching me play Suikoden? Like you give a fuck. Like you even know what that is. Fucking pea brain. Anyway, we've done it. Because that is 13 is 58, that's 65. So yeah, we did it. We're 158.
Nothing says you didn't get to me like calling someone out and saying they're a bitch for giving a medium to light style razzing. More to the point though, he was right. You did have to beg. You had to grovel and plead and offer a discount on badges. And I'm sorry, I feel this needs to be reiterated. You had to beg all stream. Shave the patchy goatee? No one bid on that. Take your shirt off? No one bid on that. Hit the goal? All it took was you reminding everyone hundreds of times that you wanted to hit the goal while being chastised for begging. Where is your victory, Phil? Ashton said beg and you begged. The colloquial usage of the word bitch implies inferiority, that they're a lesser person. For example, in comparison to financial stability and strength, Phil is my bitch. I am in a superior place than him in both those areas. Phil calling Ashton a bitch confuses me, except in overall body weight. We know that Phil is lighter than Ashton, but outside of that, in what aspect is Phil superior to him? This is pitiful. Not even sad anymore, just genuinely deserving of pity. Oh, and one more quick thing. Remember folks, here at DSP Gaming, we're not about drama. No siree. No drama, insulting, or attacking other people. We only have positive content here.
Lance Catamaran, if you are here in the chat, all right, let me know if you want the VIP and OG badges for yourself or if you want to gift them to someone. Tag me in the chat right now so I know, all right? Please let me know. Thank you. We did it. That means every single time that we have played Suikoden, we have hit the goal. An old-ass PS1 RPG. People are here for me and for the game, and I love the positive vibes. Thank you guys so much for that. It is official. We hit the goal here in Connecticut, in my old place, where I'm now playing games from, because we went back to old school. We hit the goal. We felt it. That's right. We felt it. The casino was talking shit in my chat. We still hit it anyway. We've done it. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys. Once again, 85 and counting, almost up to 90 in our next DSP tries it. We're halfway there already. All right? Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you again. I appreciate you. Awesome. Lance didn't tag me, so he hasn't said anything yet about what he wants to do. Lance, just tell me what you want to do, and we'll go from there, okay? All right. Very nice.
I don't know if you caught it in the chat, but someone mentioned that all it cost was our dignity, and I thought that hit the nail perfectly on the head. This behavior is what makes you King Lolcow, Phil. Acting like this while claiming to have self-awareness, refusing to answer hard questions, and blaming every problem you have on detractors or circumstances outside of your control make you the train wreck that keeps on giving. And while your terrible behavior and likely some sleep deprivation caused me to check out of your stream yesterday, you can bet that I'll be here for the long haul. Thanks to Snort Hogan for the clip, you're amazing. Thank you to the newbies, neophytes, and of course, the biggest of ups to my almighty gym rats. I appreciate the support and will hopefully be cutting more videos more frequently. Until next time, swole is the goal for a troll. Lift heavy, eat clean. It's not begging, you guys, it's motivation. Well, in that case, Phil, let's have you jump off a cliff in Minecraft. Come on, let's see you do it. Highest cliff you can find. It's not begging, guys. It's motivation.